Good afternoon, folks. Big Bo here with another great mini Class A motorhome value from Parkway RV Center, and got another Thor Ace we're going to review today. And I haven't had one of these in a little while. Better get it while you can, guys, because this thing's going to sell quick. We actually took this unit in on trade. Another one of the many trade-ins we take here at Parkway RV Center, and it is a 2014 Thor Ace 27.1, which, if memory serves me, was the shortest one in 2014 they built. Overall length at its longest point is 28.5 feet long. This picker one has got 45,000, almost 46,000 miles. Runs and drives great. The previous owners just put in new tires last year with just a couple of thousand miles on them, so you got basically new tires. I always like the looks of these guys. They're kind of like a modern version of the old Winnebago Braves from the 60s and 70s. A little short, stubby Class A. Very easy to drive. Built on a Ford chassis with the 6.8 liter Triton V10. Got the torque shift transmission. Has the automatic electric leveling jacks. Power awning. Got a door awning. HD Max full body paint. It's a nice unit, guys. 4 KW Onan Gasoline generator with under 100 hours on it. 98, 99 hours, I think, is what's on it. Trailer hitch on the back, can tow 5,000 pounds. It's got the backup camera system with the side cameras. Got the generator running right now, powering everything inside. Got one slide. It's a nice little motorhome, guys. I know those of you who've been looking for these are getting frustrated because you can't find them. Well, here it is. And my generator just died. Sorry about that. The gas level was a little bit low. I was afraid of that. But you heard it run. That's the main thing. Yeah, guys, this is a nice little motorhome. One thing I got to point out about it that we are fixing, but it's just like that Palazzo I did the other day. It's got that same cheap off-brand furniture that Thor put in their units back then that flakes real bad. So I am going to take all the furniture out of this thing and send it to the upholstery shop, have it all recovered, all matching, very close to the same color that's in here, and I'll show you. 27.1. As we step inside, there's no smoke or pet odors, but again, guys, got that same, in fact, battery may be just a tad bit low on the house side. I'll go ahead and crank the motor up. 45,936 miles, and you can see the gas levels right at a quarter of a tank, right where the generator normally cuts off. Dash air is ice cold. Dash looks good. Windshield looks good. And you can see the seats in the front doing that same old crap that those seats did back then. They use an off-brand furniture manufacturer that put this really cheap leather on here. And what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm actually going to take the front captain's chairs, so they all match, and the cushions out of the booth right here and get them all recovered. It's going to be something really similar to this color right here, and it's almost exactly that color, maybe just a little bit darker, but it's going to match. It's going to be really, it's going in between that color and the color of the cabinets, so it's going to look really good when I'm done with it. So just don't worry about the two-tone. It's not going to be there. It's going to be a solid color. It's going to look great. It's all going to be brand new, so you don't have to worry about this right here happening for many, many, many years, if ever. And unfortunately, guys, that's just the cost of doing business. It's probably going to cost me about $1,000 to get 2 chairs recovered. I'm going to assume another $500 for these cushions here, plus some materials. So that's just the cost of doing business, guys. But dash looks great. No pick marks in it. The backup camera system works great. You've got your rear view camera here. You've got your side camera. When you turn your blinkers on, that's your right side. This is your left side. Tilt cruise. Power heated mirrors. No check engine lights, no warning lights. All that works great. Got a TV over the door that you can view from the table booth area. This table is removable too, by the way. So if you don't want the table here, you want to use this for a sofa, you can, and that does make a bed. This unit also has a loft bed that comes down over the driver's door. Let me show that to you real quick. Now, you believe you do have to turn, yep, you do have to turn the ignition off. We're gonna cut the motor off. Your switch is right here, and lower it down. Now, they did what a lot of people I've noticed the last few years have done with these, and these things came with a self-inflating air mattress that went up here. Problem is, if you were boondock camping, you'd have to run your generator because it was a 110 pump that blew it up. So, and of course, you know, those things never last anyway. So what a lot of people are doing, they just get a nice piece of a good thick foam rubber and cut it to fit and put a slit in it in the middle and leave it up here instead. And so you just put a sheet over it, good to go. And put it back up, just exact opposite. Just bring it up. Looks like it got a little discoloration, which that's just probably from the foam rubber. Bring it up. And remember, guys, this will not work if the ignition is on or the engine's running. And it comes up most of the way up. You bring it up till it stops, and then you got to push it up the last few inches. Like, it'll stop there, and you'll see your 2 or 3 inches. You just give it a little lift, and the magnets catch it, and it's good to go. And you can crank it up and go on with life. Go ahead and turn that on, because that dash air is a little warm in here. You know, it's a good open floor plan. You guys, let's talk about the Ace for a minute. A lot of people don't know this, but that A.C.E, it's actually pronounced A.C.E instead of Ace, which stands for Class A.C. Evolution. And this was actually what they called the Class C killer, because so many people love the idea of a Class A, but they want the drivability of a Class C. Well, this right here is it, guys. It drives like a C, has the tank capacity, the storage, and the living room of an A, but drives like a C. So it's kind of the best of both worlds. That's why they call it Class A.C. Evolution. And you know, technically it's an A, but if you're intimidated by driving a big A, these are shorter, narrower, and shorter length, so it's easier to drive and park. So very easy to size to drive. In fact, it's even got the smaller windshield like a Class C does. But anyway, your kitchen area, guys, you've got stovetop, which doesn't look like it's been used. Oven. We got a microwave. Nice little food prep area, because keep in mind this thing's only 28 feet long. And I like that circular, that round sink with the sprayer. Got some nice hardwood cabinetry. Got some drawer space below. Plenty of we got a refrigerator. This is a gas electric 6 cubic foot Norcold, so it runs off electricity or it runs off propane. And of course I had a generator running, so it's already starting to get cold, and it went ahead and switched to propane. The gas light is not flashing, so that means it's lit. And these people just traded this in, so this isn't something been sitting in somebody's yard for the past 2 or 3 years while they contemplated selling it and sitting there ruining. This is something that was being used up to the point that it was traded in on another Class A. Slide out pantry. Look right here. A little bit of cuddy storage, a little closet. Looks like they left you a couple of brooms and a dustpan. Side, which, let's see, let's look at something here. I don't know, it might crank for a minute. I just want to show you the hours on it. 98.4 hours, which it probably will not crank because, like I said, the battery's low. I don't want to hurt the fuel pump. So, but 98.4, and we'll put gas in it, make sure it works like it's supposed to. I'll put this on the list to run and get some fuel in. Bathroom area, decent sized shower with a, I like that rounded curtain, gives you a little bit more space in there. And you can look around the skylight, guys. No signs of water damage, no signs of leaks or anything like that. It's not turning yellow. It's still got a good bright white look to it. So that means the sun rays hasn't bleached it. That means it hasn't been parked outside a lot when it hasn't been used. And I like this, guys. 28-foot motorhome with a king-size bed. You don't even get that with a Class C. King-size bed. And you got some storage overhead, some nice amount of storage overhead. And at the foot of the bed, a whole lot more storage. 2 big closets. You've got a small TV up there to watch from the bed. Drawer space, cabinet space, storage underneath the bed. You've got nightstands on each side. This side looks like you've got some 110 hookups. Headboard. This isn't bad for a 28-foot motorhome, guys. I like it. Great size for a couple. Small family. I mean, you can sleep 2 up top, or you can sleep 1 up top there. Those are just rated, I think, for like 250 or 300 pounds. You can sleep 1 or 2 right here on the bed, on the table bed, 2 in the back. So definitely great for a small family. Yeah, I like it. I think you will too. Guys, this one right here is probably going to sell in the next few days. $59,900 while it lasts. And guys, that includes us reupholstering all this furniture, saving you a lot of money. It's basically going to look like new furniture when we're done with it. My upholstery shop that I use has been doing RV furniture for us for years. Highly recommend them. In fact, they just recently, I had all my furniture in my motorhome recovered, and the one I just bought, and they done a fantastic job. So we're definitely going to have all that done for you. So it looks good. We're going to do our world famous 4-page inspection process. Make sure everything on that very extensive RV inspection process list functions like it's supposed to be, and fix anything that doesn't, if there's anything at all. If you're not familiar with our 4-page inspection process, it's the most thorough in the industry. If you want to see what it is and everything that we cover for the price that you pay and repair if needed, look in the video description below. There'll be a link to our 4-page inspection process. If you don't trust links, you can go to our website, parkwayrvcenter.com. There'll be a green banner on every single eligible unit that says what we inspect for option A price. Click on that banner and that will take you to that same list. Or you can come here in person. We'll print you out one to take with you. Guys, it's the most thorough in the industry. It rivals what these things go through when they're brand new. And one of the reasons why we sell 500-600 plus used RVs a year, guys, because no other dealer is going to take a 7-year-old motorhome and put it through the inspection process that we do, fixing everything on that list. No other dealer is going to send all this furniture out and have it recovered. They're just going to sell it like it is. We're not going to do that. Now, if you want to buy it as is, we'll give you a good discount. You know, if you want to buy it with the furniture that's in it, as long as it hasn't been sent off. Now, once that furniture is sent off, that offer is null and void, because we've already had to pay to have it done. But you know, if you do happen to come here in the next day or so before we send it out, and you want to buy it with the furniture that's in it, we will cut you a break on the price for what that's going to cost us. Or you may just want to go ahead and let us send it off and get it back in a couple of weeks and put it back in, and have basically new furniture. Entirely up to you. It depends on how picky you are. Obviously, the previous owners have been using it for a while with this furniture. It hasn't bothered them, but everybody's different. You know, some people's idea of camping and other people's idea of camping is two different things. So, you know, me personally, I would probably go ahead and get the furniture made, but that's entirely up to you. Anyway, guys, $59.9 includes that inspection process. Then, to back up our inspection process, and to show you how to operate everything too, of course, after this unit's been through service and cleanup, it gets cleaned inside and out once my techs are done with it. We do a final walkthrough with a manager, make sure it meets our standards. If it does, we'll call you and set up an appointment to pick it up. For you to pick up your new to you Thor Ace once you arrive here at the appointed time. The tech that checked it out, or my walkthrough expert Preston, will give you a complete and thorough demonstration orientation showing you how to operate everything, show you everything on that list works. You can record him with your phone or camera if you wish. A little tidbit, guys, or a little tip, and this seems to help, this has helped a few people. If this is your first RV purchase and you're not familiar with RV systems, bring somebody with you that can record your walkthrough with a phone or a camera. That way you're concentrating on Preston showing you how to operate everything versus trying to film him show you how to operate everything, and you'll retain more. And then you got that video to walk through, a video that you shot to kind of help you. Because guys, if you're not familiar with how to operate one of these, your first time taking it out is going to be a very big learning experience. And the more information you have, such as the video of the orientation, better off you are. So, you know, just a tidbit. You don't have to do that, but I do recommend it, especially first time. Now, if you've owned, like me, you've owned RVs for years, you don't need an orientation. You don't need nobody to show you how to operate it. But if you are new to RVing, it doesn't hurt to have a second set of eyes and hands handling that camera while you're getting your walkthrough. But anyway, guys, this is a nice unit. It gets the orientation. To again further back up how good my guys do in the checkout process, because we've already been through that extensive 4-page inspection process, which by the time you buy this you should be intimately familiar with, and you just got your orientation, so you know all that stuff works. But to give you peace of mind, even though this cost us several $100s, we actually buy you a 90-day easy care nationwide limited warranty. And you got to realize, guys, between those three things, the checkout, the orientation, and the warranty, that eliminates the #1 fear of every used RV buyer, and that is inheriting a problem from the previous owner. Well, guess what, guys? I don't know much. I can't really think much is going to get by that checkout, that orientation, and that 90-day warranty. I can't think much at all that's going to get past all that, and that's going to eliminate that fear. They put almost new tires on it. You don't have to worry about that for several years. Tires aren't cheap. Even though this is a 19.5s, which I really like on this size motorhome. They're not too big, not too small. They ride good, they handle good, and you know, they're good for that. And you don't have to worry about tires. And you got good miles, low miles, you know, 46,000, you might as well say it. That's not too many, that's not too few. That means it's been used but not overused. And you know, sometimes there's something to say about buying one that's been sitting years between uses, guys. I can personally tell you that's not always the best way to go, because I am experiencing that with the A.C.E. I bought from where it's set for the last 2.5 years before I bought it. So definitely can speak from that from experience. It's nice because it's got lesser miles and lesser wear and tear, but at the same time, sitting hurts them just almost as bad as using them constantly. So I think 45,000 miles is a good mixture on a 7-year-old vehicle of not too few and not too many. But a 27.1, 28.5 feet long, if it's something you think you're interested in, guys. You get the inspection, you get the orientation, the warranty, you get some other nice benefits too, such as 21 nights of free camping up to 7 nights at a time. Select RV resorts nationwide, to be used in a 12-month period. We give you a starter kit with all your camping essentials, brand new water hose, pressure reducer, chemicals, adapters, and more in a big 5-gallon bucket. No extra charge for that. You get your drive-out tag, no additional charge for that, for $59.9. Haggle-free firm, but with no fees. Here's the thing, guys. You see the same unit, let's say Rip-Off World. You might see this unit for $10,000 more. And they're not going to do the inspection process we do. Very, very minimum inspection. Especially at the big dealers who just want to sell you a new one. They don't want to sell you a used one. That's why they have so... And that's another thing too, guys. You want to know what kind of business a dealership does? Especially when you go to a new dealer where all their used inventory is nothing but their trade-ins. If you go to a new dealer and they have 300 or 400 new RVs in stock and 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 used RVs, that means they don't care about your repeat business. They don't care about taking units in on trade. That's not a good dealer to buy from, guys, because you know that they're ripping people off, because when people come back in a few years to trade in, to upgrade, they're either they got so buried in their unit from the first time they bought it, they can't trade. And that's why if you go to a dealership that only has a handful of trades but has hundreds of new ones, that's probably not who you want to do business with, because obviously they're not going to care if you're a repeat buyer or not. You look here, guys, probably 25% of my inventory is trade-ins. And many of those 25% of my inventory that are trade-ins originally came from here to begin with. And that's what I like, guys. We want to give you such a positive experience that you're going to come back here to trade in a few years when you're ready to upgrade your Ace motorhome or whatever you buy. And we want you to send your friends and family to us too. That's why we've been in business for 53 years. Referrals and repeat customers. And guys, we sell a lot of RVs here. You can obviously tell that from the amount of videos I do, and going back to my video library, look how many of them say sold. I mean, we do a lot of inventory. We sell a lot of units. We do things other dealers won't do, like buy you the warranty, do a 4-page inspection process, and more. And we do it without any extra fees. Here's the thing, guys. You go to these corporate dealers, you know, not only is the price going to be higher, but they're going to hit you up when you get ready to sign up. They're going to say, well, Mr. and Mrs. Customer, you great unit, but we do have a $895 dock fee. We got a $700 happy camper fee. We got a $2,000 freight fee. We've got a $1,500 inspection fee. You got a $500 processing fee. And again and again and again, before you know it, guys, that price goes up several $1,000s, and all those fees are 100% profit. Now, there are some minimum fees to Georgia residents who buy in Georgia, such because we are the oldest licensed, bonded, insured RV dealership in the entire state of Georgia by many years. First things is all Georgia buyers, and this out of state, this does not apply to you, so please ignore this next few seconds. The Georgia buyers have to pay a $100 highway impact fee and a $40 to $50 Georgia tag and title fee, and that applies to in-state purchases only. If you're from Tennessee, California, New York, Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, Alabama, wherever, if you're not a Georgia resident, you don't pay the highway impact fee or the tag and title fee. And then your price is just the $59.9 plus applicable sales tax. In most cases, out-of-state buyers pay their own sales tax when they tag and title this motorhome at their home state at their local D&B office. Sometimes, if you finance it through one of our lenders, sometimes we have to collect an estimated sales tax for your state to submit to your state, but that's a case-by-case basis, guys. So if you got a question about that, give us a call. If you're paying cash from out of state, it's $59.9. You get this beautiful Ace motorhome with an inspection and a warranty, orientation, and all those other benefits with new upholstery. And also, guys, if you do want to buy it as is, we will give you a discount, but keep in mind, as is means as is. No inspection, no warranty, no orientation. We give you the keys, you take off with it. And you're welcome to crank it. We'll put gas in it so you can run the generator. You can run the generator. Sorry about that. Had a truck, had some stuff fall out there on the road or something. It scared me to death. Although the microphone picked it up, and man, that was loud. But as is means as is. And of course, we'll put gas in it so you can run the generator, turn the air on, turn the fridge on, and check it out yourself before deciding to buy it. So you can see what works and what doesn't work, if anything at all. And like I said, we'll give you even a bigger discount if we haven't taken these seats out and you want to buy it with the upholstery just like it is. And you can always put you some seat covers on it, a slip cover on the couch. It's up to you. Or you may want to change it out and put your own furniture in here. Or have it recovered at a later date. It's entirely up to you. Once these seats come out, though, it's going to be about 2 weeks before I get them back. So keep that in mind. Anyway, guys, thank you again for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. Feel free to give me a thumbs up, comment, share on social media. More interaction you give my channel, the more YouTube shares it in their algorithm, and more it helps support it. But I'd like to thank each and every one of my almost 28,000 subscribers. If you're not a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification button, and you get a notification every time I post a video. And I'm going to try to do one more today, depends on how everything goes. But in the meantime, check through my video archive. Anything that is sold, of course, will say sold in the title and in the description. And you can always, and I do highly recommend, if you want to see my current inventory, go to my website, parkwayrvcenter.com, and there'll be a link in the video description below to that as well. This one's not going to last, guys. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. And delivery's available. Also forgot to mention financing's available with approved credit and down payment with no dealer interest rate markup. In other words, unlike other dealers who unknown to you will actually mark the interest rate up when you go through their finance department, 1%, 1.5%, 2%, overcharging you by thousands on financing. Our financing is done at the buy rate only. We make no profit on financing. It's a courtesy to our customers, not a way to make money. We're not like that, guys. That's why we have no fees, no upsells, and extended warranties are available as well. If you do decide to do that, we have a $200 markup on extended warranties. That's it. You pay dealer cost plus $200 if you want extended warranty. Thank you for watching. Look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.